Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Morning Essence Connection for April the 16th. So I wanted to start today with, there's every week in the journal, there's a little quote. And today's quote is Andre Gide. It is, "Be faithful to that which exists within you." This is being the hub of our own universe. We're talking about this yesterday in a group, that's not, being faithful to that which is within you, of putting yourself in the center, is not narcissistic when it's coming from a place of wholeness. It's centered from a place of wholeness. It's when we feel empty inside, when we feel inadequate, when uncertain, all of that coming from that place of shame and wrongness and inadequacy, when that is at the core of how we feel about ourselves, then putting ourselves in the center of that is more about taking from somebody else rather than presence. And so that's where narcissism comes in. I'm not really a fan of the term healthy narcissism, although I understand it's like healthy shame. It's like, well, we can find other words for it, being self-assured and self-centered, perhaps more than healthy narcissism. But we do need to, mask on self first, is an expression, is a reflection of that. But in order to be faithful to that which lies within, which resides within, we need to know what that is. And that's what these mornings are about. Teeth brushing for the soul. Just letting go of the plaque that builds up around who am I? What is important to me? What has meaning for me? What awakens me, enlivens me, inspires me? All the in words is how we're taking that in, and then we're able to reflect it out, which is what we will do in cycle 4. So take a breath. We're still using our mystagogus. Breathe into your solar plexus, your inner sun. I always find it's, this is part of that focusing Eugene Genland approach. How is it feeling in there? What is the physical sensation of it? I do not know how many people I hear who are like, oh, I've had gastrointestinal issues for years. I go to the doctor, they can't find anything. And then we start talking about shame and they're like, oh yeah, that's the feeling. It's emotional, psychological rather than physical. But it ends up having physical impact. That grating, scratching, the feeling of nausea in the stomach is shame. It's that emptiness, the sort of precursor to emptiness. And so how does it feel in your torso? Does it feel settled and calm and centered? And there can be sometimes some agitation energy, which can also be excitement, like I'm anticipatory, but in a way that draws us forward. That's where I say in a Celtic cross card, number 9, the hopes and fears. Hopes draw us forward. They invite us, and that's that anticipatory. But fears, they're still future related, but from that place of nervousness, of caution. And sometimes that caution is not, oh, you're about to swim across a river of crocodiles. Sometimes the caution is you're about to meet a bunch of people and people have hurt you in the past. So ergo, people are not safe. That's not necessarily based in the fact of this situation. It's past situation. So the fear drags us forward. Hope invites us forward. And both of them can have that scratching within. So, it's needing to discern where it comes from. But we start with, how is it even feeling in there before we start to figure out? And this is, being faithful to what resides within. We need to discern what resides within. So breathe into there, that place. What is our mystagogus guidance? Wow. That looks to me like a glowing being of light that is shining in the darkness, right? If this is the response to, what is it that resides within? Almost like a fire horse being. So, let us see. So, this is, let me put it behind us. Not fire horse energy. This is the Daimon or demon. Not in the Christianized sense, of course. Coming from the Greek, meaning an attending spirit or a being. And I think this is, where is it in the Golden Compass that we come across this idea of this being that, and what it says in the book is, I love this. The Daimon or the demon is a being that is with you from birth until death and the early stages beyond death. Learning to communicate to some extent with that being is an important endeavor. And it becomes someone who, or an energy that is both a guide and a guardian, a protector. And so there is a sense of this energy that is with you through the course of your existence. That there certainly is a faithfulness there, isn't there? But it's also about us being faithful to that. And knowing that we are protected, knowing that we have guidance, listening to what those nudges are. And though that is in this beautiful energetic form, I love in the Golden Compass, it's in the form of an animal. But it can be, the nudges of our body. This is how we experience it. That is what reflects to us what is true within us. So, breathe into that. They really want to come close. I turned around because I can hear, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's someone probably on the windowsill. I can hear him munching away. If you have a sense of this Daimon, of that which has walked with you, guided you, protected you, comforted you, just had presence beside you. How do you experience that? Even when we are alone, we are not alone. So allow that sense to fill your heart, to fill your solar plexus. And know, always, always being both of the earth and of the stars, we are that meeting place between. We are the place where magic sits. So blessings on your day. We will try again tomorrow to be under 10 minutes. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.